Bizlink is a non-profit organization formed way back in 1986. Bizlink has always focused on work and employment. So we believe a lot in enabling lives through employment. We do this by training and actually employing the disadvantaged amongst us in Singapore. The majority of beneficiaries with Bizlink are people with disabilities. We perfected a system of vocation assessment where we test individuals using professional tools on their work abilities. We assess for actually elements of your work ability. For example, certain cleaning jobs, you need to have strength. Certain work element, you need higher intellect.
When I was born, my hands and feet was fused together. I graduated from Ngee Poly. I think it's very difficult for people with disability to look for a job outside. I went for many interviews looking for a job, and each interview I feel very disappointed about the reply that they give me, and they ask me about my condition. Why am I like that? In my heart, I was feeling very upset now.
Bizlink's programs are actually all centered around using work to rebuild lives. One of the core programs that we run is called Sheltered Employment. Sheltered employment is actually about employing a group of disadvantaged persons in a sheltered environment, like for example my shelter workshop here, or through our social enterprise outlets itself. So we employ them just like other companies employing a group of people there. The only difference here is that we do it not so much for the profit basis of it, but rather to create employment, to meaningfully engage this group of people so that they have an income, and more importantly, they have a community to turn to look after their needs.
I was a jockey, and in 1985 I fell from the horse. I broke my spine and my shoulder. Since then, I'm paralyzed. I really think Bizlink is very good because they employ those who are handicapped. Because sometimes to find a job outside is quite difficult. So like myself, I'm not working for a few years. So I approached Bizlink for work assessment. Then I get the first job as a factory worker. So far, I depend on Bizlink to get the job. I depend.
We have also noticed that with the aging population, incidents of stroke, diabetes, and a few other chronic illnesses eventually will lead this group of people towards losing their jobs and then losing the community that they have. So a couple of years back itself, we started this program called work therapy. For example, if you're doing data entry, you'll find that your fingers need to move. It's the same as the therapy that you do, squeeze the ball, release, squeeze, release kind of stuff and all that. So what we have done is we applied work into various aspects so that unknowingly we are moving this set of muscles, plus your mental muscles as well. We have also created a program, our Day Activity Center, so that the parents and their caregiver can go to work. In our day activity that we run, we went further. We chose this environment to set up the only day activity center in Singapore within an industrial place for the sole purpose that we also want to incorporate a work element. While doctors have actually certified that it's unlikely that they're able to work anymore, we have actually a number of them that progress beyond the day activity center into our sheltered employment. That means they become our employees after that and defying actually the odds that stack against them in life.
I take motor, my friend tumpang me. Then suddenly this car, illegal U-turn, bang to me. Hit your head and then the leg crooked. I'm happy to work here. Working is better. Then got more friends. You know, I stay at home against the four wall. I'm very boring.
The social enterprises that we engage in are namely packing and fulfilling, where we pack items and all that for companies and then we actually put it out to stores for them. Then we have a cleaning business where we take cleaning contracts. We do data entry. Data entry has got various ranges of it. High security, that means very confidential data, and also survey forms, we have foreign and hamper. Quite closely linked to that also, we have a cards and gifts business. We also started this service called manpower outsourcing. Last but not least, we have a food and beverage catering business. Today, Bizlink is running a cafe in the Institute of Mental Health, and from that itself, we have branched into catering. We have a kitchen that actually supplies food and beverages to commercial outfits. So if you actually have company events and all that, we cater for that.
I've been a volunteer at Bizlink for almost 10 years. Mostly I've been involved in the last couple of years in fundraising. From the operation of Bizlink and the beneficiary, you can see a big operation going on here. Just based on them, this place costs money. So there are a lot of funds that need to be raised for such operations so that they can be housed in this shelter workshop.
Bizlink is a non-profit organization with IPC status. In order for us to continue providing these services that we are providing to our beneficiaries here, we do need a lot of help. I think that Bizlink will be a very good outfit for you to really put your belief into action. The first way is to volunteer with us, or as a direct donation. A third form of it, try to influence the companies that you know to actually outsource work to us.
We need your support to help Bizlink because Bizlink has been doing a good job in employing people with disability.
So people with disability can come and work in Bizlink.
And these handicapped people need a living.
Get yourself involved, volunteer. These guys are doing a wonderful job, but they can do a much better job with you around.
A little bit of help from you will go a long way.
Please support Bizlink. Your contributions, monetary or effort-wise, will ensure that people with disabilities can be empowered to achieve greater things.